So this week's video is going to be slightly different. I'm expanding my Untold Stories series to somebody that's not from Venice, California, but he is from LA, and his story is very intriguing and needs to be heard. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel down below and enjoy this next video. State your name and where you from.
Christopher, Lovejoy, Los Angeles, South Central Los Angeles, Hyde Park, California to be exact, West Side, Crenshaw District.
Tell me what your life was like before boxing.
From the outside looking in, like Scarface, you know, big money, big trips, big whips, you know, big vacations, big food, nice clothes, big Rolexes, you know, that's what my life was like, you know what I'm saying? But on the inside, it was stressful, you know, it was paranoid, you know, it was a lot going on, you know what I mean? Fear.
What made you get into boxing?
Well, I always wanted to be a boxer. I say like the end of 2015 and early 2016, I was into a whole lot of street stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I was just ready to get out of lifestyle, try something different, try something legit. I saw dudes boxing on TV, and I thought the skill level wasn't all the way there. I thought I could match that, you know, with my athletic background I got. I think I could match that, you know, I think I could get in shape and get with a coach, and I think I could beat them dudes. So I went all in, man. You know, I moved my family to Vegas. I went to go track down the Mayweathers, Roger Mayweather. Rest in peace to him. Trained with him a little bit, then moved on to Floyd Mayweather Sr. And that was my trainer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Floyd Joy Mayweather Sr. and Mr. Chris Lovejoy. And this is the next best champion in the world.
After I started training, losing a little bit of weight, getting the feel of boxing, getting some rounds in and just seeing what's going on, getting my body used to throwing punches, getting hit. I want to know how I get some fights.
Was there any person or anybody that helped you get into boxing?
Ex-boxer I know, Derek Riles, the only person I know who was a boxer at that time. And that's who I called and said, man, I'm going all into boxing. You know, he just basically told me how to go about it. He introduced me to some people, and Repo Rick, and some people who knew the people in Tijuana.
If you had to put your money up in Mexico and Tijuana to fight, how do you get paid? You can only get paid if you win?
Well, no. The promotions I was messing with, the people I was dealing with, I wasn't getting paid to fight. I haven't even got paid for a fight yet. Okay. You can get paid. You just got to get in contact with the promoter, and if they need this type of weight class or this type of person to fight a certain person, yeah, you get paid. I don't know how much you'll get paid because I haven't got paid yet. I was basically just being my own promoter, co-promoting with the promoters in Mexico to get myself on the show. So I was basically, like I said, I would have to pay to get on the show, pay for my travel expenses, and then whatever the opponents want to show up to fight, I gotta pay that.
In Mexico, you only get paid if you have a promoter then?
Not necessarily, you don't have to have a promoter, you just have to get paid by someone who needs an opponent. Whether it be a promoter or just someone coming down there looking for a fight for their fighter.
Can you tell me a common misconception about professional boxing in Mexico?
The biggest misconception, I would think, is that you're going to get an easy win. You know, that's the biggest misconception. The way you diss a boxer who can't fight or someone who loses, you call them a tomato can or a taxi cab driver. That's highly disrespectful, and it's incorrect because, you know, number one, you gotta give them the respect. You come and fighting a guy like me, you know, 6'5", 300 pounds. So you can't be too scary or too soft to get in there with me. Yeah. Number two, these dudes fought before. You know, they got experience, and they come in to fight. Yeah. And a lot of people think that you can go down there and get an easy win. You can go buy a win. It don't work like that. Yeah. That's the biggest misconception. You're gonna go down there and get your feelings hurt. I've seen heavyweights come down there, all weight classes. I've seen about 10 or 15 people go down there and lose. Whether it be lose by knockout, decision, or disqualification. So the biggest misconception is going down there and think you're getting an easy win just because you can pay for get on a fight card and find an opponent. You're gonna meet your opponent, they'll come shake your hand, hey, what's up, man, what to do? And they're gonna try to knock you out. And you better be ready. Yeah. Because if you're scared to go 4, 6, or 8, 10 rounds, they best believe they ready to go the whole rounds. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no gimmies down there. Yeah. So the only way for me to get a fight, me being 32 years old, no amateurs, no boxing experience, no promoter, no manager, no nothing. I'm just like, they say you can go to Tier 1 and get you a fight and see if you want to do it, see how I feel to get hit with some 10-ounce gloves. And that's what I did, you know what I'm saying? I did that 19 times.
What's your boxing record?
19-0, 19 knockouts, 17 in the first round.
How important is it for you to knock out every boxer that you face?
It's not really important. It's just to get the win. You know, it's inevitable. You know, I think it's gonna happen regardless. I just got too much power, too much speed, you know, and I'm just too much of a big guy. There's too much power for them not to get knocked out. You know, once I start hitting them, they're gonna get knocked out or they gotta quit.
Yeah.
Simple.
So assuming this video comes out before your next boxing match, do you think it's gonna be the 20th knockout?
Oh, for sure, for sure. Like I said, as far as my training go and what I'm bringing to the table, these next few fights are gonna be 100% knockouts.
Okay.
I'm saying when I reach the next level, like when I go fight for someone who's like me, you know, undefeated like me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna give them the full respect.
Yeah.
You know, as if I'm fighting myself.
Yeah.
How can I get at him? You know what I mean? How can I not get hit? How can I dissect him?
What heavyweight boxer do you want to fight the most?
Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury?
Yeah, I'm gonna fight Tyson Fury. Just because we got unfinished business. You know, we sparred. I got to meet him. He was real cool. And when he got back to his home country, he kind of said an interview and kind of said that he knocked me out with one punch or something like that. You know?
Happened?
Nah.
Why do you
You
think
know.
he put that on?
Maybe I was getting too much buzz, man. You know, like I am now. You know, and people was probably wondering, like, man, he's doing this, and what happened? What really happened? And, you know, he had a bigger platform than me. You know, a bigger voice than me. So, whatever he said, people's gonna roll with. You know what I mean? So, but I say to this day, I don't know why he would say that.
So there was no bad blood between y'all when y'all was sparring or when y'all met or nothing like that?
No. And it's no really bad blood now.
Okay.
When I see him, I'm gonna go talk to him. Hey, man, why you telling people that, man?
Yeah.
You ain't do that. What's going on?
Yeah.
And he might see me and start laughing like, what's up? Because he's actually a cool, funny guy. But I just want to know why he told them people that.
So would Tyson Fury be like the other 19 opponents and get knocked out?
Definitely, for sure.
Do you think it would go to the later rounds or you knocking him out early?
Well, I think it'd be mid rounds.
Okay.
Just 'cause I know he's gonna run and hope I get tired.
Yeah.
That's what they all think.
Yeah.
Oh, he's overweight. He's gonna get tired. Let me run for 3-4 rounds and then start boxing. You're gonna lose the first 3 or 4 rounds from running, for one. And then once I catch you, it's over with. You can't run the whole fight.
What age did you start boxing?
32 years old.
32.
So I just went head first. I had like 2 rounds of sparring before my first fight.
What made you think you could be a professional boxer at 32 years old?
Well, I ain't really got no damage. When I say by damage is, a lot of boxers been boxing all their life, and since they were real small, and they kind of got a lot of boxing damage, meaning hitting the head a lot of injuries. I didn't have none of that. I didn't have any boxing damage, and I feel like at my age, I'm just really just getting in my prime. I mean, the guys on TV my age, that was one of the reasons why I had to hurry up and get these fights. If I hurry up and get these fights, we all the same age. All the history and the previous and the amateurs, none of that stuff matters anymore. You 31, I'm 31. You 33, I'm 33. It don't matter when we started, we're both here now.
Yeah.
You can look at the top guys in boxing now. They're over 30, you know, so we're all the same age.
Yeah.
That's why I had to rush and get those fights.
Yeah.
Now, if I took the process they took, it took them 15 years to get there. You know, if it take me 15 years, I'll be almost 50. So that's why it's a crash course. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I just play catch up. I got 19 wins. Now we all in the same bracket now.
How many people do you know that turn pro in boxing after 30 years old?
Turn pro after 30? I don't know none. Turn pro after 30. I think Joe Joyce did.
Okay.
He's undefeated. He's won a belt. Got a couple of belts. He's over there in London or England, I say.
Would you like to go over there to fight him?
Yeah, he's undefeated. I definitely want to fight him. You know, he might be preoccupied with a few fights, and I might be like 1 or 2 fights away from him. That's a potential fight.
If it was up to you, how many boxing matches would you like to have each year?
Like 4 or 5. You know, I think one year I had like 9 of them in one year. Like 2018, I think I had like 9 or 10 fights. You know what I'm saying?
Why so active?
I needed more wins. I needed more people to take me serious. And I had a little cash flow at the time, so I was able to just handle all the expenses.
Yeah.
All that stuff costs money, so. And I'm like a go right now, go get it type person. You know what I'm saying? If it's a fight next week, how much it costs? Let's go. You know, I want to build my record up. At that point, I got to get the record up high enough to where I ain't got to worry about getting fights. You know what I'm saying? I can focus on promoting. I can focus on getting my body right.
Yeah.
Or focus on doing something else in the boxing world instead of worry about saving up the money and trying to train and trying to promote. It's just too much.
What's your biggest motivation in boxing? Is it just the payday? Is it the love for the game, the love for the sport? You love hurting people? What's your motivation?
It got to be the payday. You know, I'm the king of the deposit, man.
Yeah.
You know, I came in this thing to really get a legit check. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about the money, it's about having legit money. You know, where I can put money in the bank and not have to worry about the police taking it from me or you know, doing something illegal, and then be comfortable, you know what I mean? Because like I said, it's rough out here, and I know I can do it. You know, I know I can beat these dudes. So, you know, my motivation is just being relentless. You know what I mean? I just think that I can do it, and if I keep going, then they're gonna fall off. You know what I mean? If I just keep going, these dudes gonna fall off. Somebody gonna get injured, somebody gonna retire, and it's been happening.
And can you tell me the biggest lesson that you've learned in boxing?
Man, take care of your business as far as your paperwork goes. You know, don't take the street mentality to the high-rise buildings, because they don't bring the high-rise buildings to the streets. I learned that from Whack 100, and he was like, that's why the business people don't come to the streets. They can't compete. So you can't bring that street stuff to the business because you can't compete. So it's just about bridging that gap and taking care of your business, making sure your paperwork is straight, don't sign nothing that you're not 100% understanding what's going on. Know what you're signing, get the most, know your worth. It's mostly business, you know what I'm saying? The fighting is the easy part. That's why some of these fights don't happen, because of the business, the money, the network, the positioning and rankings and stuff like that. So all that business stuff is like more important, you know what I mean?
Yeah. How has your life changed since you became a boxer?
Changed in a lot of ways. I'm gonna give you the bad part first, and then we go with the good. The bad part is that I don't have no money, you know? I don't have nowhere near even 1% of the money I had before I started boxing. Like I said, before I started boxing, I was involved in a whole bunch of street stuff, which was very profitable, you know, to anybody in, you know, my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, or any ghetto in America. The good thing about it, which is the good outweighs the bad, I don't have to change my phone number every week. I ain't gotta look over my shoulder. I ain't gotta carry no guns. I ain't gotta worry about the police following me. I ain't gotta worry about the enemies coming, watching me and following me. I ain't gotta worry about none of that stuff. I can live a normal life, you know what I'm saying? This is why I walked away from that lifestyle, to just be normal, to be a civilized human being, you know what I'm saying? And God is good. I'm a living testimony, man. All that gangbanging stuff, it don't get you nowhere but two places. The boxing took me all over the world, man. It saved my life. It kept me out of jail. It kept me alive, you know what I'm saying? It kept me out just away from all the BS, you know what I'm saying? It helped me lose weight. I was like 350 pounds when I started boxing. I know how I could lose that weight, you know. I developed a new craft, you know what I'm saying? Met a lot of good people. This is unlimited benefits. I mean, I'm like a celebrity, you know what I'm saying, in my own little world with no worries. I'm thankful for boxing, thankful for being able to still do it and not have no injuries and not have nothing to stop me from being a boxer.
You said you have 1% of the money now that you did back in the day. Do you feel like your life is more stressful now that you're a boxer? You know, you have more money, less worries.
Well, no, I'm not really stressing about nothing, because I'm just low maintenance. I ain't really got nothing going on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was more stressed out then because, you know, I got to protect my stuff when I was back then. I got all these large sums of money. I can't put it in the bank. I can't go buy nothing, so I gotta keep it with me. And to keep it with me, I gotta have a gun with me. And I can't go everywhere I wanna go with a gun and all this money. I can't fly, I can't do nothing. So it's just, I gotta be watching this stuff 24/7, 365. And I'm taking a chance every time I go to the store, because I don't trust where it's sitting at. I can't bring it with me. I can't go over here without a gun. If I got a gun with me, I'm gonna get pulled over. I'm gonna go to jail, catch a case. It's just too much, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then you gotta worry about all the other stuff, as far as the gangbang, not even just the robbery and the police. It's just too much. It's too much for me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really stress-free now. You know, I believe it happened for a reason, you know what I'm saying? I ain't lost my hair, you know what I'm saying? I'm not stressed out. I just ain't got the money, you know what I'm saying? So when I had the money, things was different, you know what I'm saying? That's how I was even able to even pay for all these wins and get to where I'm at. You know what I mean? You can't redo it broke. Yeah. You know, boxing is the hardest sport in the world if you're a millionaire. And it's 100 times harder if you're not a millionaire. So it's just hard. Ain't nothing too hard for me. Yeah. You know, we done been through it all, so this is really easy to me though. I'm just waiting for a check, and then it's game time.
Did you fight often growing up?
Yeah, I fought more like in my school years than I did like as I got grown. Like hood fights, stuff like that. I never had too many hood fights and fights with gang members and stuff like that. I had a couple of them here, a couple little scrappers here, run-ins here and there, but I wasn't really just a fight like that. I had more fights when I was real young. When I got older, like I was kind of big. These days it's really shooting. Yeah. You know, it wasn't really too many people want to challenge me. Yeah. You know, so I don't really get too many fights.
You were part of the Rollin 60 Crips?
Yeah.
When you were part of Rollin 60's, did you have to get put on?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How did that go?
I mean, like I said, I always know how to fight.
Yeah. That
wasn't really nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was like over 15 years ago.
They had some big niggas they put up on you?
It was a couple.
Okay.
It was a couple.
Okay. What was your motivation for joining that?
Well, I grew up in it. It wasn't something that I just moved to the neighborhood and just said I want to be around these guys. It was just something that just came up on me, you know what I mean? It was just, I grew up in it, you know what I'm saying? I grew up on 7230 10th Avenue. That's where I was born at, you know what I mean? I went to 74th Street Elementary, went to Horseman, went to Crenshaw, and that's all I knew, you know what I'm saying? Just the Crenshaw district, the high part of that area, so it was already up in me, you know what I mean? Just from everyone I knew was in it, I had no choice, really, you know what I'm saying? And as I got older, you know, then I kind of really went full-fledged. Like, I was a good kid, you know what I'm saying? I was going to school, trying to play football. And, you know, I was always doing something to get me out of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Even when I was doing illegal things with the drug game, I wasn't in the hood every day. I was out of town trying to make some money, trying to get away from that stuff. Like right now, out of town, out of country doing boxing. I feel sorry for people because if I think about the things I've done, I don't know what I was thinking, you know what I mean? I don't know why I was doing them things to people and just the things I was into. If I can go back, I'll never do it. I don't know, it's like I was possessed. Even when I was in the drug game, the chances I took, I will never go do that stuff again. I can't believe the things I was doing. God had his hand on me this whole time. I'm just thankful. I'm here, you know what I mean? I can travel, you know, I ain't got no warrants, you know what I mean? I ain't got nothing bad going on. I could just live a regular life. Yeah. I just need the money.
What's the toughest lesson that you've learned through boxing?
Always be prepared, you know? Think with your mind, not your heart. Meaning that don't just think you macho, gonna go in here and beat this guy up or spar with this guy and you ain't prepared. You know, a couple people, oh man, I wanna see you do this, and I'm just trying to show off and I just wasn't really prepared. You know, a couple times I was running to the gym and driving hours away to spar with big name people. I wasn't really prepared physically, but I just wanted to get in there and get that work in and get that experience. And it's my camp, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta make sure I'm ready for me and when I'm ready.
Excluding yourself, who is your favorite boxer of all time?
I like Mike Tyson.
Is there a specific reason why? Is it just because of his knockouts? Is it
just
more
the
than
tenacity, you know what I'm saying? Just the way his fighting style, you know, his aggression, you know what I mean? The funny stuff he said outside the ring, you know what I mean? He was just a charismatic type dude, you know?
Do you think you give Mike Tyson a run for his money in his prime?
I'll give anybody a run for their money in my prime. It don't matter what their prime is.
Yeah. Are you in your prime right now?
Yeah, I'm in my prime. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm just getting started. I ain't really reached my peak yet. Like, I'm not even in tip-top shape. Yeah. All these dudes y'all see on TV, they maxed out. You know, they're not really getting no better. Yeah. They're not getting no faster. They're not getting more in shape. They maxed out. You see what you get. Yeah. So, you know, I still got a long ways to go.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, if everything go my way, I'll probably still be fighting. I've been on won a world title already. And still looking good, still talking that stuff, how I do it. You know what I'm saying?
What's the most important lesson that you've learned in your life?
In my life? Always trust God, man. You know, whenever I had type of issues, man, I just trust God. I pray on it, man. I ain't been let down yet. You know, I'm still standing. You know, every time something happens or something ain't going right, and I get on my knees and I pray to my Lord Jesus Christ, and it's shit. It go through every time. I ain't been disappointed yet, so that's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate your time, bro.
Yep. What's up with it? If y'all like this content, y'all like this video, make sure y'all subscribe to GV Local, GVLOCAL. Tap in.